Hello, Bobcats.
Hello, Miss Gaugler.
Hello, Mrs. Fong. So today we're going to broadcast from Mrs. Fong's office because I love the mural in here with the beautiful beach. It's so relaxing.
These are the turtles.
Oh, and turtles are my favorite.
Yes, they
You know
are.
that. All right, and we're going to read a book by, I know I say this every day, one of my favorite authors.
Yes.
This is one of my very favorite books by Jamie Lee Curtis and Laura Cornell. And if you have not already read their books before, they're fun. They're all rhyming. They all have a good message. They're really, I just love these books.
I do too.
And today the book we're going to share is My Brave Year of Firsts. Tries, sighs, and high fives. What do you think, Mrs.
I
Fong?
love it.
All right,
All
so
right.
let's see. The first time I rode a two-wheeler alone, I crashed and my mom filmed it on her iPhone. I crashed and I crashed. Dad ran out of steam. He let go. I went straight. Mom filmed as she screamed. That would be something I would do.
Oh, that would be. Yes, it would.
Mhm.
I got my first pet, a rescued lab, Keith. I chose him because we were both missing front teeth. I'll take care of him, I said with a boast. Till the first time I picked up his poop. It was gross. I'm going to take this part off.
The first day I walked straight into first grade, my teacher, Miss Apple, said, "Don't be afraid." At first, I felt like I might not fit in. Then I made my first friends, my very first twins.
Oh, and you're a twin, Miss Gaugler.
Yes, I have a twin sister.
Nice. You can relate to that.
Yes. Always fun to have twins for friends.
I struggled at first to learn to tie shoes. My sweet auntie Cookie showed me choices to use. Bunny ears, classic, loop over, under, through. I tried and tried till at last I could too.
Nice. I took riding lessons on a pony called Ace. The first time I fell, I got a scrape on my face. But then I held on and learned how to trot. That giddy up is to go, and whoa is to stop.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
she
that.
learned to ride a horse.
Horse.
Huh.
Giddy up means go. Whoa means stop. I didn't know.
Huh.
No wonder you hear the riders doing that.
Yeah.
First grade was fun. New firsts every day. What a homonym was. What elephants weigh. Not all firsts were fun. Some firsts were hard. When I stole Zoe's pencil, I couldn't play in the yard. Ooh.
Yeah, not
Not
good.
good.
I asked for permission from my parents to walk with Keith and the twins first time round my block. We took some supplies and carried Mom's phone. We felt all grown up to be out on our own. The first time going around the
Going
block
around the block.
by themselves.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
I went with my class to the public library. At first it seemed huge and a little bit scary. Then Joel the librarian got me my card. I found my first book. It wasn't that hard. I also got caught in my very first lie. Ooh. My parents were cross. I started to cry. I learned a first lesson that to stand up and say I did something wrong starts to make it okay. Life
That's a
lesson.
good lesson.
That's a good lesson.
For the very first time, I worked with my father. At his restaurant, I would not be a bother. I put out the hot sauce that makes your ears steam. As a waitress, I was a real part of his team. That sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun.
Have you ever been a waitress before, Mrs. Fun?
I have not.
Oh, I have. It really is a lot of fun. When I was in college, I was a waitress in the summertime.
Oh, wow.
Got to meet so many new
I bet.
people.
I never
Always
did.
an adventure.
My mom was a waitress for a long
Oh,
time.
was she?
My firsts kept on coming. My first pony show. My first tummy flu that made me go and go and go. My first big girl heels that made me feel tall. My first ballet class. My first game of t-ball. Nice.
Nice.
That's
And
cute.
Olivia is in ballet now, right?
She is. Lots of different dances.
Very nice. A fabulous first. my triathlon medal. For my age and group, a swim, run, and pedal. I raced against time. It was quite a test. While some tried to win, I just tried to do my best.
That's what
A
Mr. Jacob
triathlon would really be difficult.
Very.
Because it's, what is it, swimming, running, and bicycling.
Yeah.
And I forget how long it is. Do you remember how long it is?
No.
It's very long.
All right. I got my first case of the Giggles in school. Remember those days? When the boy 2 seats over started to drool.
Uh-oh.
Then the milk I was drinking came out of my nose, and I turned very red from my head to my toes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I wanted to learn to make a rope skip, but for all of my tries, I just learned to trip. It was very hard to connect hands and feet, till the first time it worked. It was quite a feat.
I found a small beetle who was missing a leg. I got him a box and I named him Greg. I punched a few holes to save him from cats. I added some grass. My first bug habitat.
That's cute. There he is. Right there.
That's pretty cute. There we go.
That's cute. I got my first bee sting, and boy did it hurt. I shouldn't have walked barefoot in the dirt. I sold some flat rocks that I painted and signed, and I made a donation for the very first time.
Nice.
That's nice. I tried for the first time to taste my mom's truffles that apparently come from when pigs use their snuffles. She put them in pasta with broccoli stems. Try it, she said, but I'll never like them.
Mm-mm. At the end of the summer, I tubed on my own. I bounced on the water like a skipping stone. The lake was all glassy, smooth, dark, and cold. I held on and signaled, just like I was told. That is so much fun. Do you ever go tubing? Oh my gosh,
I'm not that
so
brave.
much fun. And after the s'mores, we camped by the lake, my very first tent that my dad let me stake. All cozy and warm in my bag with the pad, I thought all about the fun firsts I had had.
Aww.
Sounds like a fun camping trip
in
at
your
the lake.
backyard. I've done that in my backyard.
In your backyard? Yeah.
Right before it started to get hot last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good
It
idea.
was really, and then we woke up in the morning. It was not fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure I
It's
would
very
really
hot.
like to sleep outside, but you know.
And I climbed the big rock. I was old enough now. My dad showed me step by step, so I know how. I looked down at the lake. I jumped out without fear. When I came up and smiled, the entire lake cheered.
Wow, she was brave.
Woo-hoo.
Some firsts just happen. Some come when I try. Some firsts make me smile. Some firsts make me cry. But I knew at that moment, though I've known all along, that first things happen when I'm brave, true, and strong. I had trouble reading that page.
Awesome.
We hope you enjoyed our book today. And what will you try to do for your very first time while we're away from school? I wonder. I'm going to have to try something new.
Me too.
I'll let you know what it is whenever that happens. Okay, guys, let's enjoy a good book and spend some time outside. Woohoo!